Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day. Yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Grief doesn't keep a calendar. Anxiety doesn't clock out after 5. Depression doesn't care if it's your busy season. But support can still fit into your life. With Grow, you can find a therapist who meets you where you are. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions. You can search by insurance, provider specialty, treatment methods, and more to find a therapist who works for you. And if it's not the right fit, switching is easy. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Find therapy on your time. Evenings, weekends, and cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/ACAST today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/ACAST. growtherapy.com/ACAST. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Drinking too much and hating yourself and feeling shame and regret and all of those things after a heavy booze session, it led me to not trust my own behaviour. So I wouldn't end up going out because I knew every time I went out, I was going to get more drunk than anyone else there. So I ended up staying at home, which is similar to what happened to you, Lucy, with your stay-at-home drinking, isn't it? We didn't trust ourselves in the end. And what a terrible thing to say. I mean, if you've got one person to, have your back, it's got to be yourself, hasn't it?
It really
You've
does.
got to trust yourself.
Yeah.
And that Pinot Gris purgatory, that place where I got stuck was a place where I didn't any longer trust myself and I did not know what the bloody hell to do about it. And it's a scary place to be because you should have your back and I didn't because I knew my behaviour so well that I couldn't control my drinking every time I went out. So, yeah, that was really the main place I got stuck in. And it was a very lonely place. And, I felt like the only person in the world that had a mid-range drinking problem. Therefore, I didn't feel worthy of getting support.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is all about, is knowing that there are so many people in this same space. Just knowing that, just simply knowing you are not alone is a really nice feeling.
And actually, that makes a really good point, Lucy, as we spoke to my sister about it, didn't we, yesterday? Yeah. She questioned for years, and she got sober 22 years ago, and she said that the reason she was crying when she listened to one of our podcasts last week because that help wasn't there for her. But that help is available now, and, a lot of people should reach out because it is a thing, grey area drinking. It's not something we're making up, and thousands of people suffer.
And the more that we all talk about it, I mean, we are talking about it all the time, boring everybody senseless with it. Yeah. But, if everyone can talk about it and open up about it and share it, it's going to really help everybody. We don't have to feel shame about it. We all drink, and some of us drink too much. And if we feel that we do, talk to someone, talk to your mate, just share how you feel. They're probably thinking it anyway.
And that questioning as well, isn't it? It's that questioning. If you're questioning your drinking, then as we said in the last podcast, if you're questioning that you might have a problem, then you probably do. And that's that grey area as well. You're sitting there with a hangover in bed, feeling awful and questioning why you keep repeating this behaviour again and again. You're in a grey area drinking problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, one of the reasons why I think it's an important topic as well is because I think there is a genuine lack of support for people, which is why I wanted to do something to help support people in this area, which is why meeting you and being able to do this podcast has been so worthwhile for me. Because I don't think there is a great deal of support. There aren't many places you can go. I can remember countless times just sitting, tapping into Google, support with drinking. I drink too much. What shall I do? And just not being able to find. Of course, there was Alcohol Anonymous, and I did try that. It didn't work for me. It works for many, and it is something at least. But there was really that, or there was rehab. That was all that was available. And I will be honest in saying that literally a couple of weeks before I met you, Vic, I had been speaking on the phone to a private rehab clinic, and I was considering checking myself in. And the cost to stay there for 4 weeks was $50,000.
Oh my gosh.
And I had considered taking money out of my super fund, which is like a pension, to go there. I had very, very seriously considered it because I wasn't unwell enough to be referred to a rehab, but I was desperate for support. So I'd found this private one. I didn't know what else to do. It just seemed like it was the only option available to me.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy option. I've looked at the place since online, and it very possibly wasn't going to help me. It was just a money-making scheme. It might have helped me, but God, it would have set me back financially, which would have been another issue that could have made my drinking even
could have
worse.
triggered you even more if you're worried about money. I mean, I have to admit, I would like to go to one of those places now. If anyone wants to give us some donations, me and Lucy can go off to like a monastery in Tibet for a year and come back and tell you some stories.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, or go to, the Amazon jungle and lick toads' backs.
Yeah,
and
we
do ayahuasca.
Yeah. Well, any kind of retreat really appeals.
Yes.
But it just, and this one was actually fairly near to where I lived as well. So it just, we need to go away you need to get away, don't you?
I mean, it is good to do a retreat or something like that. I mean, and we are going to talk about later, you can get referred to the doctor for treatment and things like that. So there are other things. You don't have to pay $50,000 and go into a private rehab. There are loads of options nowadays.
And it's funny you should say that, Vic, as well, because I've been going to the same doctor's surgery since I've been in Australia, which is nearly 13 years. And there's a couple of GPs that I see there, and they both have known that every time I go in, they say, how's the drinking?
Yeah.
They've known since I got to Australia that I was struggling, and they have both referred me to different people, and I never found anyone who could help me. No one on my level.
Yeah, it does take time, though, to get the right help as well, doesn't it? I mean, that's what we're going to say. Don't give up. It does take time. There's a perfect example for you there. Like you can struggle to find help, but there is the right help there, and you will find it if you really keep trying. Yeah,
that's right. And I think that was when meeting you and just accepting that there is this grey area. There was little old me, a couple of years ago, desperately seeking help and looking at a $50,000 rehab, trying different therapists that have been referred to me by the GP, not being able to find anything. So drinking more and thinking, really thinking I'm just going to drink myself to death because that was the only option.
Yeah.
And then one day you just meet someone who gets that grey area that you're sitting in, and it changed everything for me.
Yeah.
Because there was someone else saying, I get it.
Yeah.
There is a grey area. I was in it myself, and I've got out of it.
But the problem is, what you're saying that's quite fascinating is the problem is if you get bad help at some point, it puts you off the good help, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because my first experience of reaching out for help when I was in my early 20s and having severe anxiety, I think I've told you about this before, but I went into an office, I got referred to the doctor for a surgery in Brighton, where I walked in and the doctor sat at his table with his back to me and asked me if I pissed the bed as a child and could I name the Queen's children. That was his assessment of me. It was like something out of a Victorian asylum.
I've never heard that before. That's outrageous. He should be struck off.
Yeah, I was only in my early 20s. I thought that was his assessment. Did you wet the bed of the child? I think I said yes, I probably did.
But where's the relevance?
Well, I think he was testing whether I was mad or not. And if I was, could I name the Queen's children? I was like, no, because I don't give a fuck about the royal family. Like,
I'm a teenager, for God's sake.
Yeah, I don't care about the royal family. Like, what a weird thing. And then he was ticking boxes as if to say, all right, she's mad. I walked out. I was like, and I didn't go and see another doctor again or a therapist or anything till much, much later on in my life because I had a really shit experience. I left there crying. I remember getting on the bus and thinking, no one's going to help me.
Yeah, and I suppose
that's what
for
can
you,
happen.
it sort of cemented the fact that, okay, well, I obviously don't have a problem. No one's taking me seriously. So then you just spend another few years drinking heavily and getting further into that sort of addiction of drinking until you have to get completely desperate and try again to reach for support.
Exactly. That's not a good place to be. And that's where you get stuck.
It
is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel you're not worthy.
Exactly.
Because you've got some twat like that asking you ridiculous questions.
Yeah, what a twat.
I wonder if he's listening.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm coming to get you.
Somehow I don't think he will be.
No, it was a long time ago. So what gets in the way of us recognising our drinking problem and in turn seeking help for it?
Well, denial was what we talked about, wasn't it?
Yep, denial is a huge thing. One of the most annoying factors in dealing with alcoholism is it always is accompanied by a phenomenon known as denial, a refusal to admit the truth or reality of the condition. With denial, a person with a booze problem has impaired sight into their condition. Denial is a common symptom of being a big binge drinker or a problem drinker, and it can keep a person from seeking any support.
Hi there. I wanted to tell you about a podcast that I think every single one of you will benefit from. It's called Therapy Works, and it's hosted by me, Julia Samuel. I'm a best-selling author and psychotherapist. I invite you into my therapy room where I speak to either a known or unknown guest. Topics range from the difficulties of divorce, a life-changing illness, to the struggles of motherhood. Search Therapy Works now, wherever you get your podcasts, and subscribe to make sure you never miss an episode.
Vic, so do you fancy coming on a sober holiday?
Don't worry, we're not talking about some corporate wellness retreat with cucumber water and enforced eye contact.
No, this is a sober awkward retreat. 8 days of sun, sweat, laughter, and absolutely no hangovers.
Yep, it's all happening in Thailand next October. Picture this: yoga at sunrise, writing workshops, ice baths, Thai boxing, and lots of awkward sober dancing under the stars.
It's a proper holiday with proper weirdos. Our kind of people.
Yeah. You'll meet legends who've also given the booze a boot and want to have fun without feeling like a social reject.
Come solo or grab a mate. Bring your awkward, bring your sun cream. No pressure, no judgment, just a big, warm, sober hug in paradise.
All the info is at soberawkward.com/retreats. Come and get sweaty with us, emotionally and physically, in our all-inclusive jungle resort. You'll start out as 15 strangers and leave with 15 new sober mates.
I'm not sure I want 15 new sober mates, actually, particularly sober ones.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're not invited then.
Fair enough.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Finn, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Finn goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
Get it together this holiday season and make gifting easy with Pura's Black Friday sale. Take up to 30% off site-wide, including beautifully curated gift sets for everyone on your list, sleek and modern diffusers for home and car, and premium long-lasting single scents that make the perfect stocking stuffers. Less time shopping, more time enjoying. For a limited time only at Pura.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad
No,
bookstores?
probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his teeny little, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy. Buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.